Cardinal Coffee. All right, we're back on site.
What?
And we got Little Red running right now. That guy will do a lot of work, but as you can tell, it's a lot noisier, which sucks for making videos.
You can try mine. Hyper tough.
I don't think so.
Did you get the memo?
No, I didn't get it.
Yeah, June 27th is National Drive Your Wife's Car to Work Day.
I see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's it treating you, Arlo?
It's tight.
We're going to jump back on these floors, but we want to give you a little update on our window situation, which is that the semi-truck that's bringing them broke down somewhere. And that's really the news we got. So either that's made up and something else happened, or the truck is really broke down. So
we didn't get them because a tornado hit the plant.
right. Well,
And now we didn't
COVID
get them
first,
this time. Tornado, and now
broke down.
truck.
Kind of sounds like my dog ate my homework.
Yeah, it sounds like my kids.
The kind of deal. I don't know. But we're just going to keep trucking.
Hey, but we got Arlo.
The fan is in there. I brought the fan.
Hey, you know the rule, though.
What's that?
Don't show my wife this stuff.
Oh, yeah, sure. How far did you back up?
It's about a quarter mile.
Yeah.
My neck hurts. And my eyes hurt too from like looking like this forever.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
For being cross-eyed for like 10 minutes. We're finally bringing kitchen cabinets in. They've been in my shop, which has been jamming up my space. Okay?
To the point where you thought you were going to build another garage, but I shut it down.
For now.
Shut it.
Maybe for now. I will tell you that the barn build thing went so great that I really want to build another garage now.
No.
With the crew, with everybody.
Okay.
The whole thing.
So, cabinets.
All right. I have about a third of the cabinets. So as much as it was awful to back down here, I'm getting ready to do it 2 more times right now. Let's unload these.
And we're going to stage them
put them somewhere out of the way.
Not where they're going to get installed. Exactly.
That's right. Don't put them in the kitchen.
That would be your
See
first
what I'm
temptation.
saying?
Put them in the kitchen.
Yeah, that's not where we want them. So let's find another place. And we're going to see if we can be putting in some floors also. Because the more floor you get put down, the more room I have to bring cabinets in.
Let's do that.
So that's what I'm hoping for today.
Yo, pick the thing up.
It's up. Go.
It's not. It's going to hit the stairs.
It's up. Keep moving.
You're killing me.
People got to see what it's like. This is exactly what it's like, if you wanted to know. Jason's yelling at me. I'm doing my job like I'm supposed to be doing. Let her down. Fingers out. We've got 3 guys in here, and our plan of attack is to get as much of this flooring done as possible. And we're basically having to dance around each other, raise gluing. I'm laying out the boards and then nailing. Jay is taking the boards that I've laid out and then sticking them in their place, tapping them in, dealing with any bad edges, which is taking a lot of extra time. And that's working. It would be nice to have a 4th guy, but it might actually just be in our way now that I think about it. Jay went for his glasses because there's a lot of little spots that don't want to fit on these. And, oh, like right there. Easier to get it before you stick it in the glue, eh?
Yay.
Hey.
Hey! Here's the deal. We were just getting into the rhythm and the gun stopped shooting nails. So I have no idea what I'm doing here, except for I'm gonna start loosening these bolts and see what happens. But hopefully something's jammed, or else we could just be out of business, because I don't have a second one of these. Ooh, that worked. I think that was a problem.
That's the problem.
So, hey, that rubber band is working great. Look at that.
Yeah, man.
If you missed the last video, this is what we had to do because we lost some sort of spring tensioner, and Jason thought of that. Bush fix, we call it. So I think there's another bit of it there. So I think we can put it back together and we're okay.
Didn't you already cut this piece? You don't want to talk about it.
I'm sorry, did you say something? I couldn't hear anything. I got my earphones in.
You got it cut again right, but it's exactly wrong length, so. Here you go for round 3 now.
Oh my gosh!
He's gonna snap, seriously.
No, I'm not.
We're getting to the point where our flooring's gonna start running into the mechanical room behind me, and we're gonna change the direction on that flooring so that we can do it later. If we have enough good boards left, we'll use those later, but if we get down to like where we only have crappy boards, this is where they're gonna go. And we can't buy more of these boards, by the way, boys. This is all we have of these boards.
Great, I just messed up 2 of them.
So, just in case you've never done this before, the place I'm gonna make the transition is directly under the center of the door, which is only about a ½ inch in on the framing. That's the mark of the center where the door is gonna be. The door is gonna be like right there, and it's gonna swing out like that. So that would be the placement that would hide the transition under the door where you can't see it from either room, that it changes directions in the other space.
They know the old saying,
Yeah,
3rd time's a charm, baby.
I hope so. Thanks to AG1 by Athletic Greens for sponsoring this episode. And if you didn't know, these sponsors allow us to take the time to film what we're doing during our workday so that we can put it on YouTube for you to enjoy. I'm always looking for healthy habits to help fuel my adventures, whether it's at work or on my mountain bike or on my skis. So my wife and I have been using AG1 for about a year now, and the best benefit for me is just the extra energy I feel. And for me, it's kind of like if you drink coffee, that coffee feeling that just lasts throughout the day instead of just a few hours in the morning. With AG1, better nutrition is just made a lot simpler. It has 75 vitamins, minerals, whole food source superfoods, probiotics, and adaptogens in one convenient daily serving. This special blend of ingredients helps your body's nutritional needs and supports gut health, immunity, energy, recovery, focus, and aging. They've gone through 52 different versions of the AG1 product over the last decade based on the latest research to make it better and better and better. And most importantly though, it's very convenient to use. You just do 1 scoop or 1 travel pack in 8 ounces of water 1 time a day, and that's it. And it tastes good. In fact, it's the best tasting supplement of its kind. I can drink it, you can drink it, and feel better. So if you're interested in trying out AG1 by Athletic Greens, go to athleticgreens.com/Perkins Brothers and you'll get a year's supply of vitamin D plus 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. Again, Athletic Greens is gonna give my audience a year's supply of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with their first purchase, and you ought to check it out. And let's get back to work.
Dude, I just ate a whole jalapeno after my lunch. It made me shed a tear.
I thought you were smart.
Wow.
That's a nice little flip down feature right there.
Yeah.
Did you build that or would that come on it?
Well, you can get this little fold down piece with almost any ramp on a trailer.
Yeah.
But what I did add is this piece of steel right here that actually brings it down to 0.
It's like a skateboard ramp.
I roll stuff, yeah, exactly. I roll stuff in and out of here so much. But that's not all, folks. Let me show you this awesome little piece of metal right here I had made. This is the ticket, all right? That piece right there got some door hinges. Look, you can't roll over this gap with something on wheels.
Casters.
So, boom. There it is. When the door folds up, it just slides.
And you painted this with like a textured paint.
Yeah, this is
so you don't slip and die.
I used epoxy with this like grippy stuff in it. It's like sand kind of.
Yeah.
It's the same kind of stuff you would put on a boat, like on the surface of a deck boat.
Yeah.
That you can put on something like that. Yeah. Nice and grippy.
So I got my micro elevated surface. Is that what you call it? Micro elevated surface? Yeah, I got one of those going on over here at the cut station. So it's just nice because you can put a board down and no matter where, you can cut it here, cut it there. You don't have to have it hanging off and it's not going to fall and hurt the deck, and you just cut wherever you need to and it's just nice.
It's a small version of our normal setup for doing flooring.
Yeah.
Works well.
Yeah, it was actually Jono's idea.
Oh, Jono. Jono!
I won't take any credit.
Cardinal coffee. Morning, fellas.
Good morning.
You're looking spry.
I have my normal cup of coffee, but I'm just not feeling it yet. Maybe we need to go get more coffee.
Yeah. Oh, hey, this is Nate. It's Ray's beard buddy. He's got a full feature, full-length beard.
Cabinet builder beard
He
buddies.
built these cabinets, and he's from Coal Hill Custom Cabinets, and Jamie's getting a phone call.
Yeah.
What do you know? So Nate and I are debating, because we don't know if they're going to do a backsplash or not.
Right.
Do we do the cleat to hold the uppers? And I think yes, even if we have to patch the little screw holes.
I would actually volunteer to help you watch somebody else patch those holes for you.
Ray,
Just to put
Ray!
the screws in it.
Ray's got it.
Yeah.
We got some holes. We're going to make some holes in the drywall. Hey, if you're too lazy to pull out a stud finder for putting on your ledger board, just give it a knock. Definitely left side.
Just as planned, the wire is coming out behind the cabinet, but it's a little too high, just as planned, actually. I would really rather have to just trim this drywall. This is all I do right here. I just chew it up with my knife a little bit because you only have a 1-inch window to hit in the bottom of the cabinet.
Yes.
1 inch strip. And you know, we don't want to be patching giant holes like this if we had accidentally gone an inch too low. So we go a little high on purpose in favor of the top.
Got Shooter McGavin over here.
Hey. Tow. All right, I'm thinking that's good. So I'm gonna go, what, maybe a 1/2 inch from the bottom? But that's a little less than a
Yeah,
half.
I'd go a little more.
You wanna dig it down more?
Yeah.
I mean, as long as it doesn't actually go below the bottom, we're good.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, that's really all it's about. I'm happy with that right there. That's about 1/4. I'm happy with that. So that'll drop down to right there. Nope.
Oh, yep, it's that one. We're just checking to see if these are live, and that's yes if the switch is on. So we do have some of the breakers on.
Yeah, you don't have to be an electrician to figure this out. You know, these are like really cheap wire testers. What is this? What is it called?
Tester.
It's a tester.
You got green or red.
All right.
It's like Christmas.
Red bad.
You know what I'm most excited about putting this kitchen in?
I don't know.
Not hitting my head on these anymore.
Oh, yeah.
See that? See the height?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. Hey, who's going to be the wire nut guy?
What?
The wire handler. Somebody needs to feed the wire.
I got you.
The wire. Oh, lady. Okay.
Oh, it's a good fit. She's tight. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna ease. Ooh.
Oh, hang on, I still got a lot of wire, don't I?
Yeah,
Yes, you do.
Yeah, you might have to get under there and actually.
Yeah, I'm feeding it.
Yep. Just be ready to catch it in case I
Get on your board.
I'm on my board.
Are you good?
Go slide straight toward him.
Oh, yeah.
Jiggle.
All right, hold what you got.
Jiggle
it.
How's the price of plywood treating you, Nate?
It's got its ups and downs.
Yeah, it's like way ups.
Yeah. So I normally buy a pallet of 50 at a time.
Okay.
So the last time I bought plywood, which is the 3/4, which is American made right here in Old Fort, North Carolina.
Oh, I know where that is.
Yeah.
Near Asheville.
Was about $78 a sheet.
Okay.
That's in bulk.
That's in bulk. So
that's
about 2 years ago, the same sheet was around 45.
okay. So it's just double.
Yeah, no big thing.
Now I want to point out that when we're drilling for face frames, this is where the bit sizes get crazy. 5/32.
Yeah.
Or we could go with 7/64.
764. That's where it's at.
Which is,
that's my vote right there. 764. I'm going for it. Yep.
I'm gonna re-nut these under cabinet light wires, and I want to say, for whatever reason, the under cabinet wires have shocked me more than any other wire in a house, and I think it's because like you actually have power on maybe when you're filling with them at this point in the job. So safety, we're gonna do this even though they're not flipped on now. Just watch yourself. It hurts. 2 cabinets in, how you feeling?
Pretty good. I mean, we're about, I don't know, an hour in here, so.
But you know what? Those 2 are perfect.
They are perfect. And we
Face
don't
frames,
have to do anything else to them.
doors, everything aligned.
You'd think just screw it to the wall, right? Wrong. You're just getting started if all you did was screw it to the wall. You got to adjust everything.
1 hour. And it took me like a whole month to do that.
Hey, so we were debating, me and Nate, about whether to talk about the things we did not have fully prepared today. And I said, of course we're going to talk about that because, you know, people like to see the struggle and how we turn it around and make it come out pretty good in the end anyway. So,
Well, that was pretty inspirational.
yeah.
I
so,
Struggle's real, folks.
Yeah, so 2 things right off the gate. One thing is we didn't buy 2-inch length screws. And so we're pre-drilling and cutting some of these 2.5 GRKs off to make 2s. That's working. I had a freaking box of 2s in my hand.
So did I.
At Lowe's. I was like, nah, probably, I'll put those back. So, and the other thing is, we were talking about these hinges. Nate gave us nice 7/8 thick face frames, which feels great. But then he realized that the hinges that he bought only accepted 3/4 inch thick maximum depth face frames. So we had to do a little chamfer back for every single hinge. Can you see that, Jamie?
I'll let you get the B-roll.
Oh, I'll get the B-roll. So, you know, that's a couple of the struggles that are already happening this morning if you want the real stuff, which I think is what we're known for.
Absolutely. Keep it real.
Sorry, Nate. Just threw you under the bus there a little bit.
It's actually not throwing under the bus. So the nice thing about being a woodworker is not making mistakes. It's making all your mistakes look intentional. I'd rather have a thicker face frame because I think, you know, a thicker piece feels, you know, I like my doors 13/16 or 7/8 to be thicker.
Yeah, we have a name for that, actually.
What's that?
When we do things accidentally. What is it, Jamie?
Oh, what? Accidentally? You mean an accent?
Yes.
I was thinking of something.
Accent. No, it's an accent. It's not an
Totally
accent.
an accent.
Well, it's recovering and making them look intentional.
Hey, thanks for checking out our video today. We're gonna cut it there, even though we're not done with the kitchen install because we like to keep it about 20 minutes for our regular releases. Make sure to check back next time. We will finish the kitchen install. And obviously this is weeks after the fact. I'm doing this right now. So thanks for building with us and we will see you on the next one.
Hey Nate, grab that camera and film me real quick, will ya?
Look how tall he is. He's got the angle.
Whatever, bro.
Wow,